At that time, I was a person with very low self-confidence. But I have developed that quite significantly. I come back to trust, it's an important word to me. But managers on different levels that tend to micromanage, I don't feel the trust from them. I would say I would not walk the extra mile for those managers. My name is Christian Ritzén, working for Hitachi Energy here in Sweden, heading the service department in the Global Center of Competence. You might not believe, but I've been in the company for 26 years. Wow. Major driver and motivation is that I still feel and have felt during my career that I'm developing. Of course, you need to have an income to survive. That's the primary need. I want to accomplish something to the world to some extent and feeling continuously developing and learning new things. Then meaning you're having a lot of friends and you're building relationships within the companies. It's a matter of society, or how you call it, part of something. That was a little bit of a hard question, but I think in building a relationship you also need to open up. As a manager or as an employee, peer-to-peer, if you're being open, honest, transparent, then you're building the relationships. That also can make that you are having fun at work. Being part and seeing the colleagues as friends. There is a difference to some extent. You're coming into a management team and then you need to get to know them and work as a team. And then you as a management team develop the organization, driving the strategy, the company in the right direction. So that is another kind of accomplishment rather than being an employee. Important to build a belonging within the management team and a belonging to the bigger picture, I would say. I have had my manager for quite some years and been working with her also in previous roles. And when I can feel the trust she putting in me as a manager and giving me new roles and higher roles, I developing and I'm feeling encouraged having that trust, I would say. So that's an important part. To me, trust is when you get or when you give to another people that you're having this frame or this is the framework and you can operate quite freely within those boundaries without detail follow-up or micromanagement. You can act quite freely within a certain limits, within certain guidelines. I think when you are meeting managers on different levels that tend to micromanage, I don't feel the trust from them. I would say I would not walk the extra mile for those managers, giving the extra effort. So to me personally, that's a big difference. If you feel you're having the trust, I can also walk the extra mile for them. But the manager at that time, it was a little bit a different situation. But I was hired, I was just put in this is your responsibility, and solve it. It was maybe a little bit over my limit from the very beginning, but I was also starting to learn to accomplish and come to that limit. So it was challenging, but also from the very beginning you were put with a lot of trust. That is also driving me to develop myself and want to learn when people are putting trust in me. At that time I was a person with very low self-confidence. But I have developed that quite significantly since joining the company. Now it has been many years, 26 years. But also I come back to trust. It's an important word to me. But when you're getting the trust, you're also feeling more self-confident and you're also allowed to do a certain kind of mistakes. And that's allowed as long as you're learning by your mistakes. Of course, everyone can do a journey and develop, want to grow, taking the opportunity to your manager or whatever. What do you want to develop? What do you want to accomplish? What direction do you want to move? And if you raise that to your manager, for instance, and have a dialogue about it and then jointly developing in that direction, if the manager believes in you, that you can fit for and having the potential going in that direction. As long as you want, you can. But also you need to take the chance when you get the chance. Don't be afraid to take on a new role, or even though it can feel a little bit overwhelming sometimes, but you learn. Good question. As a worker, as an employee, feeling that you're having, I'll come back to trust again, that you're having the trust, you accomplish something where you have someone has set the framework and you are acting within the framework and you're achieving something within that, and you're getting the positive feedback from your manager. I think that's kind of like a worker's high, that you're feeling really energized, encouraged, etc. And as a manager, talking about myself right now, to see the employees in my group develop, that's kind of a worker's high, manager's high, or how you put it. To me, that's very important, where you're making a decision or developing a person and you see that person taking on the responsibility. Take the chance, try to have fun, don't take everything so serious, make a joke, have fun at work, laugh, get to know your colleagues. That's a few words from me.